Okay, I've just been running to get a coffee, sorry. Okay, starting recording locally. So this is, okay. Okay, just trying to catch my breath. I just heard the countdown. Yeah, great start to the tournament. Heard the countdown. Been running upstairs. I played e4 here. I'm wondering, bishop f2, knight g4. Is this a good tactical idea? I hope it is. So I'm hoping I'm recording locally. Should be okay. Okay, so bishop f2, knight g4. I'm hoping this is an interesting tactical idea. Okay. Okay. In fact, there's knight takes, isn't there? Queen sack for first game. Knight e3. Yeah, this is interesting for knight e3, knight d1, isn't it? I'll leave the rook. So it's check. Try and get key tempo with the check. So what's happened here? Have I nicked a pawn successfully? I think I hope so, but it's not so clear, is it? It's not so clear as usual. Ah, g5. Hold on a sec. G5. Well, that pawn still exists. There's g5. Okay, this looks good. This looks good now. Form pawn. I could even install a form pawn, but I suppose... Yes, maybe I should have installed the form pawn. Good old form pawn. Or not here. Not here. Maybe knight c5. For the moment. d6. It's going to be b4 later, though. That's annoying. Okay. c6. Oh, why don't I just play safe and not lose on time? Ah, he's made me question now because of this rook e7, yeah. Okay, I'm a bit nervous here. c6. Okay, this strikes of being a bit nervous this game. But I am a bishop up, surely. I'm a bishop up. He's going to get the dreaded form pawn. I'm being fawned. There's bishop g6 and rook f1 though. I don't want to get mated with a form pawn. That would be a terrible start to the tournament. Bishop e4. Hold on a sec. Oh. Let's get out of the form pawn mating net. So rook f1 is dangerous. Can I get rid of the form pawn? If I can get rid of the form pawn, I'll be happy. It's going to be endless hassle, isn't it, in this game? Okay, the key thing, get rid of that form pawn. My king is now potentially out and about. Alright, so king h6 for bishop f5. Rook g1. Try and weave a mating net here. Or should be okay. Here we go. We're on the winning road there. Finally, might have to berserk one or two games. That is always tough. The first round of these is always tough. Okay. Okay, I better not berserk. I'm playing my Mexican defense. Let's play it with a Nimzo Indian style Mexican defense. And try and overprotect e4. So overprotecting e4. So a Nimzovichian idea to overprotect e4. Can I play for bishop h3 at some point? I think white's counterplay is limited here. I'm hoping it's limited. Can I neutralize this b file with b6 coming up? Okay. There's a potential, attack. Yes. But I like my central grip here, and I don't think there's too much b-file action. I don't think Nimzovich would be too disappointed at the moment. Okay. Do I accept double pawns? Maybe. There's a dynamic there on the f-file as compensation. I'm not sure about this one. Yeah, I like the bishop blocked in. I don't want to liberate that bishop. You know what? I think I'm going to switch my attention to c4. This would be more in line with positional play. I think general positional play rather than just going for the king. I mean, yeah. I just want to keep the bishop hemmed in, and I want to target c4. I believe this is the way to go. That Mighty Knight is good against the bishop here. Mighty Knight, that's one of Chernov's instructive games. He's talked about, when the double pawns can dissolve, sometimes c4 is a bit of a pain for white. There's a really great Nimzovich example, actually, in Chernov's most instructive games of chess ever played book. So that weak square, it was already a weak square, and this is a bad bishop. So this looks like a very nice position to have. Dreamy position, a5, d5. Not too much counterplay, I hope, here. Oh, okay. Do I have to give up that? Oh, can I not just win another pawn? I think I like the idea of sacking the exchange and putting my knight back on c4. I don't think the rooks are that great either in this position. The white rooks. I might be wrong, but I'm getting a nice clock advantage as well. Okay, here we go. I was knight g4 for queen h4 on the cards. That's a little bit dangerous, isn't it? Should I just keep that closed? Take another pawn. Reserve knight g4. So queen h4. Take here. Okay, there could be a counter exchange sack, but no, he has to handle the rook, and I think this is delicious at the moment. There's queen f1. I don't have to take here and damage my center. Okay, we're at zone there. Okay, this is a crunch game now for 4 points. These are usually tough as well. That third one in a row is usually somehow, it seems to me, tougher. I don't know if I distract myself with the higher stakes or something. Let's try knight c3. I like this transposition in the knight c3 stuff. So let's see, queen e2 and e5 maybe. I assume we'll tickle this pawn over here. Try and get a semi-open file. It looks pretty dynamic. I'll go all in with queen h5. It looks nice and dynamic, aggressive. If I can castle queenside, that will help justify, I think, this. But also, you know, f takes is immediately threatened, and I think there's pressure on the black position here. Okay, there's pressure points. If I sack a pawn, so what? Doesn't matter. It's castle. No, I like it at the moment. I think I have reason to be cheerful here. Or am I deluding myself? I think d4 f takes is an example. Or here, for takes. And there's bishop f4 check. Oh, but I'm threatening mate now as well. Okay. It's getting hairy, isn't it? It's getting to be a hairy position. Okay. I can take out... I don't want to be mated, though. That's one thing. 95. I get mated, embarrassingly. So I guess I need to sack a knight here. This is getting very interesting. Interesting indeed. Indeed, very interesting. Maybe there's a rook d8 coming around the corner. Do I take out that guy? I suppose I do. And double is always... no, well, I don't say always. Often a good idea to double. Get that extra strength on d8. Get the extra strength going on d8. I suppose black could take another pawn. Can I... oh, it's a very hairy position, isn't it? Can I play... I don't know, actually. I don't know. Is... yeah, I have no idea. Let's start calculating. Don't panic. C takes, king b1. What does black do? Bishop b7 as an example. Bishop b7. Alright, okay. We've got a different story here already. Maybe that's why it's a waste of time calculating when it's the opponent's turn. Again, it's the opponent's turn. It could make all the difference to the opponent's next move. Is it largely a waste of time calculating? Should I be thinking more genuinely? Okay, queen h4. Is there anything better? Oh, hang on, there's queen g6 as an idea. That looks very tempting and easy to miss, surely. Queen g6 is very, very naughty. Does it just encourage king e7? Encourages king e7. F7, Queen E6. Alright, I think, yeah, it was going to be dangerous, Queen G8. Bit of luck so far. In my own tournament. Trying to keep commentary going. If I go to 1.5, it's a bit of a struggle for commentary, so I think I'm trading off potential extra points here for a little bit more commentary time. 3 minute is fast and furious, as it is. 1.5, my Berserk is even more fast and furious. So, is D6 going to be an issue? D6. Is it an issue? I hope it is. Let's play this G4. I'm trying to make D6 an issue. Okay, here we go. I can play, maybe I can play knight takes C5 here. This spearheaded pawn structure. There is knight takes maybe in check. Okay, maybe that was a possibility. Right, it seems as though F5 is going to be interesting for bishop G5. Okay, maybe not. It's extinguishing my F5 strategic break by removing my light square bishop. And get full pawn over here, maybe. I'm not missing some major tactic. Okay, I think I will double those pawns. Maybe the full pawn for an endgame scenario. And castle. Okay, F5 looks delicious, but my king is a bit exposable. Actually, the pawn was hanging there, wasn't it? I mean, is the king exposable on the G file? I mean, exposed on the G file. Oh, blimey. Did I underestimate this? It is possible. What about my exchange off? If I play F6, take Queen H7. Can I be greedy like that? Okay, there's a nice possibility of H7. I think my opponent's pieces are a bit stuck here. H7 and bishop H6. Surely that's dangerous. Threatening queen takes on H8. Or queen takes B2. Yes, I think I'm threatening queen takes. And H8. Okay, so queen D6. Okay, so it looks as though this is very promising indeed. Rook G1 coming up. Still, you know, this Rook G1 looks pretty good. Okay. And take off F7. Going to D6. Seems very promising. I'm going to avoid stalemates and stuff, I guess, soon. Stop the king running away. Okay. Okay. Some interesting games so far. That's the main thing. So I'm actually recording this locally so I can upload to YouTube later. I think there's a 24-hour restriction if I put it on Twitch, and I think you shouldn't generally put it immediately after on YouTube. There's some sort of exclusivity thing, I believe. Okay, let's stop this bishop g5. So bishop e6 and queen d7. This g5 I'd welcome, I think. Let's play an opposite side castling game for fun. Spice things up. Oh, this is getting naughty, isn't it? Okay, this a file's a little bit dangerous. Can I play g5? Oh, I don't like the queen coming to the... Yeah, no, this is a bit scary. I think I don't want the queen, but at the moment the queen's not coming that quickly. Oh. Maybe the queen is coming that quickly. Oh. Is then... I don't know if knight e4 helps my defense. Queen d2, knight takes. If takes, knight f3. So I'm just wondering about... there would have to be a weakness on f3 for trying to get this pin to backfire. In some situations, the queen on d2. I don't know which attack comes first. Quite a violent game, this one. This is actually a dangerous ride, isn't it? As my opponent's nickname says, it's a dangerous ride. Dangerous indeed. Maybe spending too long. It means I can be resourceful if I need to be, just to win on time later. Sometimes that's useful, just to give back the material to avoid being mated later in Blitz chess. So I think 3 minute is an interesting time control. I think Mendes Castle Knight's 3 minute. It's an interesting time control. For playing quite a lot of people as well. Okay. Interesting time control. So okay. Do I get any possibilities of attack or not? That's the big question. Maybe something like this and this if the rook wasn't on there. That's surely becoming a possibility now after rook g8. Yeah, knight takes, knight takes. Yes, that looks like a juicy possibility. Here, nope. Queen's on there, knight e5. Different. Queen a3. Not yet. This one's interesting, isn't it? I'll give it a go. I'm not going to be able to defend against Queen a6. I've just realised. Maybe over here is better. Bishop c8 there. Is that a better shot than landing this invasion? Hang on, isn't that g1 on rook h? If I do this with g1, It's easy to miss, isn't it? G1 and Queen H5 is a lawnmower mate pattern. Yeah, because I was just thinking, yes, G1. It's a lawnmower mate pattern. Just in time. Just in time with the lawnmower mate pattern. I was looking at trying to backfire that pin as well, but it wasn't working. He kept the squares. Very exciting game, indeed. Nerve-wracking. As well as more commentary time, my Berserks recently have been a bit disastrous on in general. When you give up half the time, yeah, funny enough. Okay, so Queen D2. Oh, this is getting scary. I think I'm going to have to give up F4. Oh, I think I'm in trouble already, actually. This doesn't look very pleasant. I'm glad I didn't berserk necessarily. No. Kick this guy away. So B2 or E5 or C3, maybe C3 for D4 for E5. For knight G3 for knight E4. Oh, the diagonal is also dangerous. Okay, stop this diagonal. Okay, ambitious on space here. Trying to keep this pawn chain, this D5 pawn chain. There's a knight G3. Okay, try and reinforce D5 before that collapses. Okay, D6 is threatened, or not? Not really. Oh, I think this guy's got a point. Unfortunately, he's got a point. Try to undermine again the structure. Aha. Right. This is very scary, though. These bishops look very scary. Can I play E5? Or will I be regretting that? I hope I don't regret that. Maybe knight G3, knight F5 if that rook wasn't defending. Oh, I can play a naughty but nice threat. So I've blundered the bishop. Very naughty but nice threat, which was missed. There's no bishop D5 getting my queen. So rook D2, F5, maybe F5 here. I think D5 is intact enough at the moment. I thought it was anyway. Okay. And G6 looks vulnerable. Double attack. G6 and B8. Okay. Here we go. Doing well in my own tournament at the moment. I could be doing well here. Never know. Yes. The Sunday discipline, Sunday Blitz, get the mind active, the gymnasium of the mind. Chess in general, Blitz chess, and it's a good exercise mentally, I think, for a Sunday around this time. I've been revising some of my old form pawn videos of Leela, and I thought, hang on a sec, I should really do some more form pawn videos. I think Stockfish NN might be using form pawns. I need to check those out. But yeah, I've been tied up. I've been working on my pawn structures recently, generally, and looking at the double-edged nature of different pawn structures, like isolated pawns, backward pawns, double pawns. They've all got the plus and minus, upsides and downsides to check out. So here we go. So knight c3, the dunst opening, and I'm going to play this secret dunst gambit. I've noticed is dangerous when they accept the dunst gambit. He's not accepting it. Second chance good. The point is to get an X-ray on the D file. So this X-ray on the D file. Hopefully not blundering my queen to routine castling. I noticed. Oh. Am I being dunced? Am I dunced? Queen e3. Okay. Have I been dunced? Or is there a method here to the madness? I think I have to do this. Oh, hang on. What's this? Was that a mistake? Did he mean to do that? Oh, okay. I'm tearing a path here. A winning path at the moment. Okay. So if you fancy joining in the fun next Sunday, I think this is a fun thing in this first little section, first little quarter of the tournament. It's been fun so far, I think. Okay. Reverse dunst, or tango, as I like to call it. Ooh. Well, I looked at a Karpov game recently, really quite crushing one, where Karpov accepted double pawns like this. Who did he crush again? Was it Cautionary? Might have been. Karpov playing with double pawns is something to behold. He had a much more dynamic position than this, though. Oh well. Have I got Queen E4 coming up there as a nuisance move? Has he got Bishop F6 and Queen F6? Is that an advantage for White? Bishop F6 and Queen F6? I assume it might be, unfortunately. I can throw in this check, this nuisance check, maybe take here. I can double the pawns. Last time, the double he's got Queen D2, maybe not. Okay, double the pawns here. Use this dynamic aspect of the position. Okay, maybe C4 coming up. Oh, I'd like to play C4, but I dropped that. It's a price to be paid, isn't it, to keep my bishop on D5. Keep the bishop on D5. Oh, okay. Okay, I get to keep the pawn. Get to keep the pawn. Ah, okay. Interesting. I have a very delicious bishop here. In my view, very delicious. Can I undouble the pawns? Or take the E file? I'm going to take this E file. I think I should be happy here. There's no bishop G2 tactic right now, but it's looking very interesting. I think there's a bishop D3 on rook E2. Little bishop D3 tactic on rook E2. Or bishop D3 on rook B2, in fact. On both. Aha. Aha. Let's put this king back over there. Keep my pawn for a moment. Okay, that's protected. Now I'm threatening 1-2. Ah, there's bishop f1, but it's a nasty pin, surely. Aha. Okay. I think it's easier for me to have it in dollars actually to answer that question. I'm usually paid in dollars on PayPal, generally. I suppose there's a currency conversion I can do. All right. Knight g5. Okay, let's put the bishop over here. b3, knight d4. Okay, I think this is an interesting thing for c3. Potentially try and rule out the who am I kidding here? Am I losing a lot of tension in the game? I don't know if that knight's bad. I think I need to play for f5. I need to have some pieces still on the board. Let's keep this piece on the board. Hold on a sec. I want to play for f5. I don't know about this bishop c5. I think f5 break at some point. That's interesting. It's annoying, isn't it? Bishop g2, queen d3, then f5. Keep the bishop. You know, f5 could really help this bishop. But okay, there's nuisance stuff at the moment. Queen d3. Maybe f5 immediately here. Threatening the dreaded form pawn. He's not going to allow that, is he? But there's a structurally fragmentational incident here. d5 is a bit weaker, isn't it? If he plays e takes f5, it's a bit weaker. Not only that, I can see this could be dangerous. Bishop going here. Could be a little bit dangerous for black's king. Little danger. E6, I'm looking at queen takes c7 sometimes. No, I want to keep the tension on. No. Let me keep the tension on. The queen's, the excitement of the queen's being on. So h4. h4 and queen f6 at some point. Is that a possibility? Okay, am I going to get mated over here? Can I play queen f6? Oh no. He's toying with me to get the queens off. Tau wouldn't have the queens coming off. He's toying with me. I'm going to have to do a dance. Something to it like one of those Tau games, endless dancing. If I play queen g2, it's not a draw yet, my repetition. And slowly try and keep. Is he getting too many pieces here? I hope not. It's only a rook and bishop, isn't it? Oh. Uh-oh. That wasn't good news. That was not good news, Baz. I'm trying. My desperate attempts to keep the queens on is causing me to lose material now. Okay. I can treble on F7. Time is a factor here. It's only down to the last, like having fuel in the car here. Only down to his last 20 seconds though. Of fuel. Okay, rook F6. As long as I don't get mated too quickly, this should be fun. I'd hope. I hope this will be fun. Alright, let's keep that back row. Oh. Oh no. It's here. Okay. My queen's guarding some key squares. Can I bring this pawn up? 9 seconds here. Yeah, time pressure. It's one of those classic trade-offs in Blitz. The time versus perfection of moves. Classic trade-off. Okay. Let's see. London. What would Sunday be without a London system? I've got a kind of antidote plan, which is involving to play f6 later, or in this case, bishop f5. What would Sunday be without playing black against the London system? This is a very aggressive version of London system, though, to be fair. Very ambitiously played. I'm going to ignore this aggression, I think. Should I? Probably. Maybe. Not sure. So, e5. Yes, by the way, I am gutted about the C24. I did really enjoy it every Sunday. It was getting to be a nice habit, a nice routine. I made time available. Tried not to be too tired for the Sundays quite often. Making sure I wasn't exerting myself too much the day before and too much chess the day before. And I enjoyed it, yeah. So I hope this is a reasonable substitution. There is an arrow function here to show some ideas a little bit as well. There's some interesting perks here. So Queen B6, and if you want to follow me on Twitch, I haven't really, maybe I should advertise that more, that I do Twitch in the evening quite often with bullet chess, the extreme time control of chess, which I enjoy. And so I Twitch in the evening, Twitch TV/Kingscrusher if you haven't followed me on Twitch. And by the way, there's the courses up there. Kingscrusher TV/Chess Tactics is doing supremely well. There's over 200 students now. It's only been released a few days ago. Doing supremely well. Check out the ratings and the rave reviews that are emerging. And no, I didn't bribe anyone. No, you check out the course for yourself. See for yourself. It's there's some sample previews as well on it if you want to check out the preview samples. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that tactics course. It's actually, to be honest, the one of the more enjoyable courses, because I think I do have a preference for tactical chess. I am currently working on a pawn structures course, which is much more hard work, but I think beneficial for me personally to understand more about the dynamics of different pawn structures. But that tactics course, yeah, I really enjoyed working on. It's well worth checking out. It's over 20 hours of content. Kingscrusher TV/Chess Tactics. Okay, so King G7 here. Can I get to play something here, which is interesting? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is a difficult position, isn't it? Can I play knight d3? He's not looking. Knight d3. Okay. Rook d6. Or king. What about just this now for knight f4? Okay. What do we have here? He's undoubled my pawns. That's usually a good thing structurally. Not always, but sometimes. Well, as in chess, nothing's set in stone unless it's the legal rules of chess. Okay. Rook d3. Rook d3 looks good. But I'm going to put that ambition on hold for a moment. I don't want to lose f7. So f5. This looks good for e3 and rook d2, you know. Oh, hang on. There's complications here. As usual there are in chess. There's rook b4 if e3. Let's try and play rook g2 instead, or is rook c2 having to be the only opportunity exploitable in the current configuration? Rook c2 to try and get this king back a little bit. My king working. Alright, can I finally push a pawn? Push these pawns. Okay, f2. Alright, it's going swimmingly well at the moment. Probably next week I'll lose every game, but at the moment, swimmingly well. 12 minutes to the halfway point of this epic tournament. So Timogen 1970, hello. There's a classic knight f4 here. If queen e3, knight g2, classic trap I've been using sometimes. So it forces an awkward. Yeah, you noticed that. But this e-file dynamic to play with. So queen b8. Okay, e5 square is nice, nice, and the a file's nice. Okay, can I use this a file with great effect? Any effect, great effect will do. Usually, okay, try and keep my e5 outpost going. I'm trying to keep that e5 outpost going. I mean, it's a comfortable position here. An exchange sack seems extremely dangerous. c4 looks vulnerable. 1 pawn, 2 pawns, general trend looks great here. Unless I'm imagining this. I hope I'm not imagining this. This looks rather dangerous. Queen e2. I think there's a check and queen b2 actually. Yes, check, queen b2. That queen could be hanging. Okay, trying not to berserk to give more commentary time. I think that's a good preference for you guys when you check this out on YouTube or whatever. Okay, Vukasin. I hope people are not deliberately losing to me or something. Just because it's my tournament. Maybe they feel it's my tournament or something. They have to play worse against me or something. That's okay. Crush me. Come and crush me. Alright, so this looks dangerous. Queen g4. Actually, you know, it's one of those double attack situations, I think. Fascinating. Double attack situation. Very dangerous. Queen g4, rook h8, queen h7. There's a nice mating pattern here, as well as the little point about e6 as well. So I want to do this. Okay. What about rook h6 for a moment? Little rook h6, because otherwise the king's going to be munching my rook rather rudely. My king munched my not my king, my rook munched my king. Okay, queen g4, queen h4. Okay, so knight takes e4 gives me a nice hook, doesn't it? That f6 is a nice hook pawn. Can I actually play for bishop c3? That diagonal, that's bonus points on the diagonal. Sometimes, surely. Looks rather dangerous. Precarious, I think. Black's position. Maybe I'm being unobjective there, but it looks as though black has to keep at bay bishop c3. Can I castle here? There could be some evil tactics going on which change the entire picture of the situation, of course. Chess isn't easy. He has blunted the entire diagonal. The hook pawn is blunted in a way. I do have my h-file to treble on. This could be interesting still. I hope. I could take out d5 at a timely point to play knight f6. Aha. In fact, I'm going to take this, I believe. Yes, because I want the possibility of bishop c3. I don't want to be mated on c2, though. This could be very naughty, getting mated on c2. Blimey. This seems to be a recurring theme today. Okay. Bishop d3, not... Okay, these tactics have emerged. Unwelcome tactics have emerged as a result of my taking out that pawn. My opponent's counterplay seems to be born out of some desperation, but it is real. It is here. There's knight b3 as an example. If I could unpin and then play queen h4. Right, so knight c3 is not yet major. I would hope I've got time for queen h4. Or maybe queen h3. Queen h4. Right. Can I not just... Well, I could actually just play king a1, couldn't I? There's no rook f1. If I take immediately, there's queen c3. But even there, you know, it looks as though rook h7 is going to be... No, it's not. He's got queen h8. Let's play this then. I don't think there's a rook f1. It's scary stuff. I don't like all this counterplay. Nimzovich would not be proud. Nimzovich, he would crush their counterplay. He would be tying them in knots, overprotecting and then going for their king. I have not done that here. Very naughty. Uh-oh. Now he's on b2. Is there no way for me to end this counterplay? If I take check and then queen takes, is there more counterplay on the way? Yes. Take the queens off. Or not. Okay, yes, that was scary. No, Nemzovich would not be proud. I've been looking at a few Nemzovich games with double pawns. Yeah, his idea was charade blockade. Sometimes destroy, but sometimes he restrains blockades just to go and attack their king. He doesn't have to use all three. But yeah, I think you see a lot of those classic early Nemzovich games with double pawns and Nemzovian. They haven't got any counterplay to speak of. Very one-sided. Okay. So knight f3. Okay, so knight's going to g3. No, I haven't rated restricted this tournament, by the way. Come and crush me next Sunday. If you think you can crush me next Sunday, come and get me next Sunday. I'm going to try and organise it again, maybe next Sunday. Same or greater prizes as a general rule, I think. Especially if you get that tactics course, I think I'm going to put some of the funding towards this. Okay. Kingscrusher TV /chess tactics. So G4, G5, H4 maybe. This looks like a delicious attacking position. G5, H4, Queen H5 coming up. Okay, so G5, Queen H5. If G6, Queen H6, this looks extremely dangerous. Am I not just playing bishop takes F7 almost? No, not yet. Not yet. Knight F7 is Queen E8. Not yet. No. It's tempting. It is tempting. Maybe it is possible because of H5 actually. And then H6. No, I'm not convinced. Not convinced. Actually. This seems to be a pin too far. In fact, there's F6 happening soon. He has released the pressure on G5 here, but again, you know, this could be carnivorous king. This looks too dangerous to do that. I think I'm going to let him play this. If he wants the king to try and munch, there it looks too dangerous. Okay, so Queen H3 gives me Knight F5 for Queen H7. There's Rook F5, but even so, it looks extremely dangerous here. Knight F5 for Queen H7. Extremely dangerous. A key tempo gaining check. All right, yeah, I don't know if it's my brutal playing style, going for the king. Going on here. We're at the 1 hour point now. We're halfway through the tournament. Okay. So I might make it. I might be generous. $30 next week for top prize. Okay. Ooh. This is a big test now. 2-3-2-6. Okay, so tango. The D5 structure. The only controversy here is if we can prove the weakness of the dark squares here. So A6, bishop A7. Can I prove the weakness of the dark squares? So knight F4, G5, G4. Well, I like my position rather a lot at the moment. Rather a lot with this pin especially. H5. We seem to have a reverse situation to the previous game. I don't know if h4 is justified. Maybe there's knight takes h4 here. Or is there knight takes f2? Oh, I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Let's give it a shot. Surely, in some way, it's dangerous. Alright, there's bishop d7 here with tempo. Opening up this h file surely is a good thing. Okay. If I castle. Let's go back in the box for a moment. If I play queen g6, threatening knight f4. If I take. Alright, this looks good for this pin. If I can just build up, I think I'll just build up without h4 interfering. Or do I get mated over here? I mean, it's possible I'm going to get in trouble with my king over here, I guess. And this looks dangerous, but it's not working. Draw? I'm not sure I want a draw. No. Well, am I going to lose f7? Oh, no. This is distracting. Okay, I'm going for it. Am I going to lose f7? Let's just play this for a moment. To play g5, holding f7. I'm going to g5 this. There's a lot of pressure on the h file. Okay. I am down on the clock. I could be regretting my decision. You never know. Oh! Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. It's official. Alright, rook g3 coming up. Whoa! Yes, it had to happen. It had to happen. I've been beaten in my own tournament. It had to happen. Well played. Well played. Excellent. He needs to catch me up, though, on the points. I'll just make it clearer. If someone looks at this historically, who was I talking about? Okay. Okay. So, knight f3, bishop c4. Okay, queen e1, e5. So, e6, I think, here is dangerous looking. Okay, so knight h7 for queen g6. This looks rather dangerous if I can get it in without being in too much trouble, which, I don't know. Looks a bit scary, that knight d4. Okay, this is a bit hack-attacky. Burning the bridges style. Okay, this diagonal is also dangerous. Maybe queen g3 is needed. Am I giving too much counterplay here? If I did this, I'm just wondering. Knight e4 coming up. Knight e4. Knight d6. Okay. Knight e6. Knight e6. I'm wondering if I can undermine e5. If I first take out g7, then surely knight d6 is more effective. This h file is also scary though. Aha, I don't think I should allow rook h2. That looks to be asking for it, so to speak. Alright, we'll take on e5. Here are that one's on there. I see. I'll take here. And, okay, I'm going to put more pressure on e5. I'm hoping one day this tactic will be relevant. One day, knight takes d6 and queen takes e5. No, the bishop. I've just realised. That would be a killer force for rook h3. No, this is much safer, the way he's played it. I've got, I think this is much safer because that bishop's not yet pinning. Okay, so it's scary time indeed. Ooh. I just take out the queen and then the bishop in quick succession, being like a chicken to play queen c5, and then it opens up and I play knight takes in the nick of time like a chicken. I'm ahead on the clock. That ending pawn up should be interesting. So the chicken way of playing it. So this chicken ending. Okay, stop this g4 stuff. Maybe rook g4. Okay, my king has got escape hatch here. Alright, get the rooks together just in case. I need to fend off a check. My king's a little bit precarious. Alright, put the pass pawns on hold for a moment. Can I get rid of one pair of rooks? Yes. Get rid of one pair of rooks, and this should be less terrifying. Less scary. Okay. Okay. At the halfway points, still doing all right. Overall, But I like to play for a win, even if I'm off of the draw. It's a big challenge. I like the challenge sometimes. Okay, here we go. And A6. Let's go for this. So knight E7 coming up. I wonder. Bishop G4 for knight D4. H6 maybe for F5 coming up. Oh no, I think there's E5 for D6. Let's try and keep some of the tension in the position. Oh, this could be trouble. This could be trouble. Can I try and nick A4? I'll just drop C7 there. Whoops! Oh, he's blitzing me. I'm being blitzed. Blundering. But he's blundered the A4 pawn. This could be an outside pass pawn later in an endgame. If I get to an endgame. No. He's just winning the pawn back immediately. Okay, tricky stuff. Can I get the dreaded form pawn? Can I get a form pawn? Or G takes, maybe G takes here. Go for F4, I think. I'm not losing tactically just yet, am I? Knight G6, Queen takes, not knight takes. There is knight takes here, is there not? C5, do I get blasted after C5? Coffee time. I'll try and get the queens off here, I think. So I've got a 2-to-1 pawn majority. If I take here, he does get that back. It's annoying. There's no bishop d4 here. Let's just get the queens off. I want to make it about this pawn majority, not my king getting attacked necessarily. I've got a 3-to-1 technically pawn majority, but these double pawns. Okay, guard that one. Okay, I'm ready to throw away the backward one, the C7. Or bring the king up. Oh, this is precarious, isn't it? Okay. Let's get some shields up again. But can I ever get to play C4? This is tricky, isn't it? Do I ever get to play C4? Aha, I do. Trying to create this passed pawn potential. Is my king's a little bit precariously placed. Maybe I want to take here to win this one. No! No! Oh, I thought I was doing well. I thought I was doing well up to a point. That's a little bit, naughty of me to blunder so horrifically. Let's see, can he do it in 30 seconds? Is he going to do it? Oh! I think that's his. Well played. Oh. I'm in for a rough ride in this second half of the tournament, it seems. Okay. Yeah, my king was a tactical target all the time. That king. Am I... Okay, I'm trying to see if I can secure an advantage out of the opening. It seems a bit solid. No, no, let's play for the death. No, 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 no. Okay, so c4 rook 81. Ah, okay. Bishop f2 for g4. Whoa, hang on. Isn't that a bit overly ambitious? There's c4 on the cards here. Seems a bit overly ambitious what was played there. e7 seems to be dropping. Okay. Can I afford to drop that? There's g4 in this position, interestingly. And there's no rook g6, so that's really interesting. g4 is a forcing move. Could be useful to come to the rescue. I hope. Let's take this guy. Oh. That's annoying. Yes, all right, okay. To play. I thought I was winning a piece. Okay. That's all right. Okay. I think the tough it's got really tough now. I'm not going to be playing these two all the time now, am I? Oh no. 40 minutes. It's got tough. Okay, so knight f3. This is intriguing. Is there going to be pressure on c6 later? Or I could consider e takes here. There's knight d4 there. There's a check. Hang on. Yeah, no, I think I'll go with this. And then maybe d4. Okay. queen takes is threatened, isn't it? Knight d3. If I castle, tuck the king away. Knight e4. Okay, so can I play to liberate the position a bit? Just the pawn sack, just to liberate the position a bit. So knight takes c5. Hang on a sec. For bishop e3, that looks dangerous. Although there is knight f3. I don't know if that's... Okay, that looks like a nice pin. Whoops! Can I, if I took and then a4, can I get the knight back? Oh, there's knight c2. This is going to get really bad. This is going to get really bad. There's bishop c5. Okay. I'm going to be a piece down. I'm a whole rook down. Oh. No, whole knight down. Is that fatal? It's kind of fatal, actually, isn't it? It's kind of fatal. No! Okay, I have to give that one up. Crikey. Coffee time, coffee time. Can I make f5 here? Okay. I think I'm just worse here. I think he's just being nice or something. I'm just worse. Am I? I think I am kind of just worse here. Although I think there's a possibility of knight e3 check sometimes. Do I dare? Let's try it. No, I think I've just hallucinated knight g3. Okay, there's no knight e3. Yes. I'm just a piece down. Let's at least try and get a pawn for it. Oh, there's knight d6. Okay. Try and get a pawn for it. Oh, bishop h3 as well. Bishop g4 for bishop h. Try and get another pawn for it. And there's rook g4 there. Let's try and avoid rook g4. Is there some compensation? Or condensation? Which one is it? Is he sacking? He might be. He might be sacking here. Okay. Or not. I think I've got something going. Unless he sacks. I think sacking is going to ruin anything. Ruin my dreams. Okay. Yeah. That's ruined the dreams of any counterplay, hasn't it? I'll take on d3 just to... Okay. Whoa. A4 for B4. Oh, this does look rather precarious. Ooh, I mean, caught up here. Okay. Whew. I'm going to go berserking, try and get some points here. Try and extend the lead if possible, taking a risk out with the berserking. Okay. Okay, fine. Castle. So knight h4 to f5. Right, so c3. Queen f3 for e5. Maybe e5 here. Rook c1 for c4. Maybe knight d4 coming up. Okay, so rook going back. Knight f3, knight e2 for d4, and then knight g3. d4 and knight g3. Okay. Okay, there's rook c6 here. Maybe I can double at the right time. Or bishop a5. Oh, I'm not sure about that. There's a little pin, but yes, if I can double or e6. Okay, or double pin against there. That looks good. Maybe Alokhin's gun construction. I hope that's effective here. The old Alokhin's gun. Is there an overload? Or am I going into a self-pin? Maybe I can try and improve the position a little bit. Oh, bishop c3 looks like checkmate, actually. Coming to think about it, it did look rather good. Yes, it was checkmate, yes. Okay. Oh, there's only a 4-point gap being chased here. I'll try and make it difficult for Kaima. He's been berserking quite a lot, actually. He's been berserking quite a lot. 26 minutes to go. Oh, okay. Well, I've got a tiny gap. Rapidly disintegrating gap. I'm going to try and berserk here. So h5. Hack attacks though. Whoa. This looks like, yeah. Actually, I'm not convinced of anything yet. If I castle g4, g5, that looks fairly dangerous. I could have taken on f8, maybe. Things are not that easy here, to say the least. I think I should take that out. Knight a4 is going to be... Oh, not with that, though. I missed my chance. Okay. Oh, things are going in disarray here. Let's just go back to c4 then. Okay. I want to try and get this arranged again. Take out this dark square bishop. E4 now for f5. 34 seconds. Queen takes. For bishop e6. Okay, there's queen takes f6 here. That's good news. Good news, Baz. Check. Alright, so check. Stop queen d3 for a moment. Can I go for this king? Ah, this could be precarious. Oh, okay, my rival has lost to someone. Was it a dodgy Berserk? Okay, so there's a 1 point gap, so a bit of tension here in the tournament now. For the last 22 minutes. A bit of tension. Made it exciting. Didn't mean to make it this exciting, but yeah, there's only a 1 point gap. Depends on the next, if I can get that 5 point or not. Maybe I shouldn't Berserk on the next game, given my opponent slept up. My rival slipped up there. But I'm not getting a game. I'm not getting a game at the moment. Oh dear. Okay, better not Berserk. He has beaten me already in this tournament. I think the decision to Berserk would be a risky one here. Indeed. Okay, we have a similar thing going on to earlier. We had this position earlier, didn't we? Okay, can I play d4? Uh-huh. Bishop d5, is that possible? Fascinating. What is happening here? He's got this bishop f6 again. If I played g6, would that be so bad? Was it better to play queen f6? I have no real idea now. I have no idea. It's too much. I don't know. Let's try this. I have no idea. It's opposite coloured bishops. He's got bishop c6. I've got g-file. My dark square bishop isn't being trapped right now. Okay. Could try and dissolve just to give my bishop scope at some point. We'll try and keep that pawn. So maybe playing for c6 soon. Rook d8, c6. c6 on the safe circumstances, c6, not with rook e7. Okay, I'm hopefully undoubling the pawns, so hopefully rook g4 is not fatal for me. Okay, on his bishop b5. Oh, he could win the exchange. He missed winning the exchange. Could be deliberate, he didn't want to win the exchange. Just no test. Was that a lucky escape? Could that be an influence on the whole tournament? Okay. Rook e2 for d3. Rook e2 for d3. Oh, I don't want him to have a form pawn that gives him that hook. That g7 hook. No form pawn plays. I'm thinking about losing my rook for nothing here. Okay. With that move. Bishop. So I can play a6. He's in time pressure. Big time pressure. Hitting the rook. Oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a dodgy decision by me, to say the least. Oh. Can I keep a blockade for the next 10 seconds? This looks very precarious. Or maybe not that precarious now. No, it is kind of... I don't think he can make it with 1 second, though. Am I being naughty? I don't think he can make it. He's not making it with 1 second. Oh, Guillemar's fallen by the wayside. What's happened to Guillemar? No, he's no. What's happened to him? Has he been overly berserking? Okay, still got a chance here. That's going to be a tough one, I think, for those guys to battle it out. Okay. So I'm doing this weird gambit here, which I like. Just losing a pawn to get the bishop activity. Seems to work out well in the faster time controls, generally. Okay, queen h4. Okay. No, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I don't think knight e4 is a brilliant idea, actually, on second thoughts. What about g5? G5 looks all to more sort of ambitious, with the pawns doing some of the work here to try and... Oh! I see. Okay. How about rook e2 here? Or bishop takes e4. Bishop takes e4 to relieve the g5 pressure. And I can't take here, it seems. Or can I? Maybe I can. Queen h6 is dangerous. Maybe I can. With a potential form pawn or h-file attack. Okay, there's definitely form pawn potential here. After knight f6. The form pawn has been installed, potentially. It has been installed, indeed. At what price? f5. There's rook f5 for queen h5. This is very dangerous for black, I think. Yeah, very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed with the form pawn. Form pawn for the win. I think it's form pawn for the win here. Yes, form pawn for the win. Okay. Oh, that was a draw, that one. Okay. I've sped off recently in the recent 4 games. Sped off again. A little bit. That was a storming performance by Juma. Storming all those berserks. Successful berserks. Don't think I should berserk this guy. I should wait until he plays e4 actually. Okay. It's the Mexican defense I think I prefer against d4, not scoring. Oh, he's not casting into it, is he? I'm ready with my h-pawn. I'm going to exploit the lazy defaults of the position. Yes, hack attack mode activated as usual. So h3, h2. Queen g5 first. Oh, this looks very, very naughty. f5 looks naughty for f4. Of course, I might be overestimating my position. Never know. Let's make sure f4 is cool. Castle. And this is any naughty business with the bishop and queen on b7. Looks as though an incoming f4 is dangerous. Incoming f4. This looks like it's a lot of fun to be had here with knight d4 as well, for queen g3 being very strong. I think I'm going to try my luck with some other stuff there. d4. I was going to try and play knight d4, but it's parried that. It's d4 here, dangerous. Well, there's knight takes b4 here for bishop c5 sometimes, and knight d3. Whoa, there's some interesting tactics here. There's bishop f5. That looks another interesting tactic in this situation. For knight d3. That looks vicious. Looks vicious, knight d3. Putting the king back on g-file. So h2 and queen h3 look crushing. Queen h3 after. That looks pretty crushing. If I say so myself. Okay. Oh, I've sped off. 13 points, only 9 minutes to go. Right. Vienna Gambit. Someone's asking about this earlier, actually. It's like a polite King's Gambit in some respects. Some of the perks of the King's Gambit. So e5 coming in with e5 soon, I think. Oh, I see. Yes. I think I should believe it. Okay. But bishop g5? Or should I believe it? Should I believe this works here in this particular configuration? Does it really? Maybe it does. Or does it cause weaknesses? It's got some weaknesses to think about. In the resulting position here, some weaknesses. Okay, but he has got the bishop out. There's knight c5 maybe. I know that diagonal, he's got the light square bishop without the counterpart. So this diagonal should in theory not be that big a deal. Oh, that's awkward, isn't it? I think I need to win this one to try and secure the lead. But this is a tricky position, isn't it now? b3 for knight b2. b3 for knight b2. This is too tricky by far. Or not. The knight on the rim doesn't want to be as dim. Taken out to b2. He's using up precious clock time. Precious clock time. Okay, my bishop holds e1 here against back row issues. Alright, so queen's hanging. Naughty. Okay. Oh, it's getting to be a very strong lead, considering there's only six minutes left. The Dunst Gambit, secret Dunst Gambit, top secret, confidential. Dunst Gambit. Maybe queen h4 coming up. If he castles, this g file looks interesting. Another aspect here to think about this g file. Ah, as knight takes f3 on queen h4. Hold on a sec. Okay, yes, this g5 is a bit of a pain. Can I take on c7 or is that too greedy? Take on c7. Bishop b5 or queen b7. Let's hold this. Am I being greedy? It does win some squares in the way, taking out those pawns. Can I consolidate c3, make it more solid? I'm going to cop off Cautionary Dragon game I saw recently. Strengthens c3. Okay, so knight a4. D8. Oh, okay, I've got some interesting issues and possibilities. If I can get away with it without being mated on b2, this should be interesting. That d4 is under pressure now. We'll undermine d4 without allowing tactics on b2. There's also another interesting aspect. The king hasn't got that many escape squares. Do I go there? Okay. Maybe this is dodgy, but hang on, there's also a little tactic for mating, potentially. b3. Is b3 making things trickier? Is there bishop a1 or something later? I think b3. Let's try b3. Try b3. I know he's got a sort of back row issue here, potentially. c3, for example. He takes with that rook. Oh. c3. c4. Maybe c4. I think I'm trying to tap into this back row again when the opportunity arises. c5. f4. What does he do on f4? Is he playing rook c4? Okay. Rook d2? If rook... let's try this. Okay. Surely that back row is emerging as something of great interest soon. Queen d6 might be the way forward. Or rook d8 coming up here. That back row looks to be in trouble. Finally. Okay. I'll take here for queen c8. Oh. Yeah, queen c8 for rook d8. Yes, I thought the back row was troublesome. Okay, I managed to win my own tournament. 64, that's good for the number of squares on the chessboard. Yeah. So check out Kingscrusher TV, Chess Tactics, my new course. Okay, I think that's the URL. Let's just give it a check. Hope that's the URL. Should be. It looks familiar. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording. Thanks. I'm gonna stop the recording now. Yeah. We'll upload to YouTube. Likes, subscribes, welcome on YouTube. Cheers then. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and upload now. Okay. Yeah, comments, questions, like, share, subscribes. Welcome. And maybe until next Sunday we'll play this again. It was fun. Cheers then.